Hello and welcome to class. My name is Brian. I'll be your instructor for today. I'm from the United States and I now live in the Czech Republic. If you'd like to introduce yourself, please raise your hand. Yes, is it Yama?
Yes. Hi, my name is Lama. I'm 22 years old. I'm from Saudi Arabia. Thank you.
Great, very nice to meet you. Sahar, how are you? Great, good to have you here. Ignacio, how are you?
I'm fine. Hello from Spain. Welcome everybody. Thank you.
Oh, great, good to have you here. Wow, we have a big class. People keep showing up. It's hard to keep track. Well, I'm glad all of you are here today. I think we're going to have a good time. If you would like to say hello and introduce yourself to us, please just raise your hands. Be nice to hear from everyone in class before we get started. Well, as you can see, we are talking about giving advice today. Yes, hi, Carlos.
Hi teacher, hi classmates. My name is Carlos. I am from Mexico. Nice to hear you.
Good to have you here, Carlos. It's great to meet you. Ryu, how are you? Oh, nice to meet you too. It's very interesting. You move around like that. Very cool. Well, I'm glad all of you are here with us for class. As you can see, we are talking today about giving advice. I think this will be a good subject for us. We will be focusing a bit in our advice about the subject of bullies. I think bullies is a topic that comes up a lot in school with young people, but also in all parts of life there can be bullies. It's unfortunate. So we will talk about these bullies and our advice on what we can say for someone who has a problem with that. All right. Well, I want you all to know that if you have a question at any time, you can raise your hand and ask me, or you can write your questions in the chat pod. So if I can explain something more clearly for you, I can write something down, or if I'm speaking too quickly, anything at all, just let me know. I will do my best to help. Okay, let's look at this first slide. We see a picture here that shows what bullying can look like in young people. And the question is, what is bullying? If you'd like to answer that for us, please raise your hand. Yes, Yama.
Bullying is offending someone verbally or physically.
Very true. Yes, I think that is a good explanation for it. Would anyone else like to answer that? Yes, Sahar. Oh yes, that can be a part of bullying too. Yes, to be to annoy someone or to make them not feel very good about themselves. Very good, great answers, you all. If anyone else would like to give an answer, please just raise your hand. I think we're off to a very good start here. See another picture of bullying here. Yes, Zara, hello. Would you like to answer this question too?
Hi everyone. Yes, bullying is to abuse something verbally, physically, or by like a group of young people or even adult that physically or verbally hurting somebody. That's what I think.
Good. Yeah, great answers, you all. It's too bad, but yes, bullying is a big part of life for young people especially, but for anyone really. Very good answers, you guys. Let's look at this next picture. We have another picture of what bullying can look like. And the question here: have you ever known someone who was a bully? Describe what that bully did, and how did the bully make people feel? If you'd like to answer that for us, please raise your hand. Yes, Alma.
When I was at school, there was this girl. She was sitting in her place. Usually, it's her place. Then this other girl came in and asked her to move to somewhere else, or it's her place. So she annoyed her, and then the first girl left her chair, and I'm sure that made her upset.
Very good. Yes, I think that is a example we might see a lot. Very good one. Thank you. Z, hello. Would you like to answer these questions too?
Hello, Brian and everybody. I'm from China. Very nice to be here. Okay, I think it just happened a lot, especially in my middle school. Um, there were some schoolboys who always got people's ass kicked, which I personally think is very stupid. I don't know why they did that a lot. Probably they just wanted to show that they were superior to others. I have no idea. And besides, some, not just boys, some girls also, they really like to make jokes of others. I think their behaviors make everybody really uncomfortable, and I think some of them are really intimidating. That's all. Thank you.
Very good. Yes, I think, well, it's not a very good thing, but that was a very good answer, so thank you. I hope I said your name right also. Please correct me next time if I didn't. Zara, would you like to answer these questions too?
Yes. I was somebody bullying on me when I am in elementary school, so I have been wearing glasses before when I'm in the elementary, so they have laughed at me because they feel like it's different thing than them. So I have maybe the first 3 years they do that, but I ignore them, and after a while they stop, and they make me feel very bad the whole year. Thank you.
Sorry to hear that, but yes, I know that does happen. I think you handled it very well, though. That's good to hear. Thank you for your answer. Ignacio, would you like to answer these also?
I think the people, they can feel the moving or outcast, no? I think so.
Very good. Yes, it's you don't feel included if you are feeling bullied. Yes, you would feel like an outcast. That's very true. Gita, hello. Would you like to answer these questions for us?
Yes, hello everyone. I heard about bullying from a classmate from my daughter. They wrote her bad emails, and they wrote from an unknown account that they will cut their fingers or some very bad things. And she felt very bad, and she was alone, and she told the teacher about these things, but the teacher didn't believe her, because it was not a written email, it was in the internet, so there was no evidence for this.
Oh, that's really too bad. Yes, I think with technology now and young people, bullying is quite different than it was when we were younger. It's a very good thing to mention. Thank you. Carlos, how about you?
Teacher, classmates, when I was child, let me tell you that now I am 40 years old. When I was child, around, let me say, 11 or 12 years, sorry, and a neighborhood was offending me anytime when let me say when I went to the store. And he saw me. Always he was offending me and trying to fight with me, etc. how did the bully make me feel? Obviously, to be honest, it make me feel very nervous. Uh, Obviously, when my mother or my father asked me for go to the store, you can imagine it was pretty hard for me. But it stopped until I decided to say, okay, you want to fight? Let's fight. And until then, thanks God, it finished. And now, obviously, is just let me say, a bad remember could be, but I am free now. Thank you.
Very good. Yes, I think we tell people to not get in fights, with bullies, but I think sometimes it does seem like a very good idea. Great answers, you all. Very well done. Really enjoying hearing your thoughts today. Let's take a look at this next slide. We have some vocabulary here in this blue box. I think we've used some of these words already. The words are criticize, humiliated, isolated, and belittle. If you have questions about these, please let me know. But we need to say which are actions and which are feelings. Yeah, see.
Can I just answer the questions? I think I criticize and so I tried to know the meaning of the last word, but I think this one and the criticize belongs to the category of actions. Humiliated and isolated belongs to feelings. Thank you.
Very good. Thanks, Z. Zara, what do you think?
Okay. I think criticize is it's an action, and also assaulted. It's also an action. Feeling is humiliated and belittle. This is feelings.
Thank you. And Carlos, what do you think?
Well, in my case, I think that criticize belongs to actions category and also belittle, and humiliated and isolated belongs to feelings category.
Very good. I'm sorry, I pressed the wrong button. Yes, very good answers, all of you. Let me move these around. So yes, actions are criticize and belittle. Feelings are humiliated and isolated. Very good answers. And we have a little blue box here at the bottom. I know there was a question about that word belittle. We see here belittle is to portray as unimportant or insignificant. And that's what bullies do. That is one of their actions. Great work, everyone. It says here, try to add more words to the lists. If you can think of more actions or more feelings we can talk about when we talk about bullies, please raise your hand. Yeah, Carlos.
Well, I want to add an action, offend, and a feeling, ignored. Thank you.
Very good, thank you. Zara, what else could we say?
Yes, I am thinking of the same as event. Oh my God, I forget the word. The first time I pressed the microphone, I forget it. Sorry. Can I answer again later, please? Because I forget all the words now.
That's okay. Yes, just raise your hand again when you're ready. All right, Z, what else could we say?
Okay, I just think of one word. Insult. Insult. This is actions.
Yes, insult. That is a very, very good one to mention right here. Thank you. Ignacio, what else could we say?
Well, okay. I think when we speak bad about the person, we can it's an action to criticize. Abilities when I think when we don't care the opinion about the person and we don't respect that, I think is ability. Thank you.
Very good, thanks, Ignacio. Hi, Ryo. What would you say? Very good. And Gita, what else could we say?
Actions attacked and feelings lonely.
Very good work, everyone. Well done. Some very good answers today. Let's take a look at this next slide. So here, when people are bullied, they often ask for advice. So we'll match these situations on the left with the appropriate advice on the right. So I'll start with number 1. If you would like to read that situation and say which piece of advice fits that, please raise your hand. Yeah, Z.
Thank you. I haven't finished reading the sentence. First one, my neighbors have parties, but they excluded me. I feel isolated. The good advice should be, how about throwing a party and inviting everyone, I guess.
Very good. All right, Carlos, would you like to do number 2?
Sure, teacher. The situation is I feel totally humiliated and embarrassed. My friend always teases me and criticizes my clothing. The advice, option C, you shouldn't let it bother you. If you feel you look good, that's what's important. Thank you.
Very good. And that last one, Gita, what advice matches that?
Okay, the last one is the easiest one. My boss belittles me by saying my ideas are outdated. I'm offended. The advice is you might want to explain to her why your work is good. Good.
Very good. Yes, it's always easy with the last one when there's only one choice left. Thank you all for answering. Very good work. See, we have another thing here. It says, add your own advice for these situations. So, do you agree with the advice we give in these situations? Can you think of something better for one of them? Please raise your hand if something comes to mind. Yeah, Carlos.
Well, regarding the situation number 1, why not if your neighbors are excluding you, why not you make a self-invitation? So you say, could I participate in your party? Thank you.
Oh, very good. Yes, when you show up uninvited, we call that crashing the party. So I think crashing the party like that might be a good idea. Thanks, Carlos. Z, what advice do you have?
Okay, I also like to try number 1. I think we need to try hard to figure out what is the real reason. If their problem, I don't think we need to do anything to it. But if it's ours, as the best way to deal with this is to yes, actually I agree with what B says, just throwing a party and inviting everyone, because the atmosphere and environment and everything will bring everybody together. After all, we live in the same building, right? We probably have to see everyone every day, probably at least every week. So it is a good thing to be like very friendly with everybody. Thank you.
Well, the first question about my boss. My boss belittles me by saying my ideas are outdated and offended. I can ask to my boss, I don't understand why you don't explain my opinions about the ideas, no? To try to understand why, to try to explain you don't understand that if we are working in the same place, in the same team, no? I think so.
Oh, very good. Thank you. Zara, what would you say?
I want advice number 2. I think she had to change all of her friends and pick a new group that they have the same taste of clothing, so she doesn't feel humiliated with another friend. That's my opinion.
Very good. And Ryo, what advice do you have?
I'd like to give the advice about number 3. If my friends in the situation like number 3, I would say, let's go for a drink, and you can explain how about our boss was, and then that makes you feel much better. So you should go for a drink. That's it.
Oh, very good. Great work, everyone. Very good answers. Very good ideas for advice there. Let's go on to our next slide. We'll do really put this to our final task and give more advice. It says here, pretend you were bullied by 2 people. Talk with your friend about the problem. So this will be a game for 2 of you to play. One of you will be student A and one of you will be student B. Student A, you will pretend you are bullied and talk about what these bullies do to you and how it makes you feel. Student B, you give advice in that situation. So if you'd like to be student A or student B, please raise your hand. Yeah, Z, great. You be student A. And who would like to give advice? Oh, there we go. Yes, Zahar. Great. You be student B. All right. So when you 2 are ready, please begin.
Hi, Zara. I've been feeling really bad these days because everybody tells me that I really had a bad hairstyle. I don't know what to do with it because my hair is currently very, very short. I don't want to wear a wig, so I don't know what to do, and it is really, really embarrassing. So could you give me some advice? Do I have to ignore each one of them, or what do I do? Thank you.
The voice is a little not good, but I think I understand that they don't like your hair. Don't care about them. If you like your hair short, don't put a wig or something. Just be confident about yourself and you will be okay. Ignore them. That's my advice for you.
Yeah, I actually agree. You mean inside I should feel good about my hairstyle. I don't have to care about everybody's opinion. Okay. I just try to be more patient. Thank you.
Great work, you 2. I think that was some good advice you had. All right. Would anyone else like to play this game? I think we have time to do it again. Someone would like to pretend to be bullied, and someone else would like to share some advice. Please, just raise your hands. Nope. Okay. Let's go on to our last slide for today. Yeah, Zara. Did you have a question? Oh, okay. Well, yes. Very good work, you 2. Thanks for playing that game for us. Well, we've reached the summary at the end of our lesson now. So here today we described what bullies do and how the victims feel. We used words related to a bully's actions and a victim's feelings, and we gave advice for how to handle bullying. I think you've all been doing just a wonderful job. There's a few more questions here under Before You Go. Which of a bully's behaviors is the worst and why? The next one, describe a time you were bullied as a child. How did you feel? And what was the best advice you received? If you'd like to answer one of those for us, please raise your hand. Yeah, Zara.
I think that the worst behavior of the bullies when they physically hurt you, because sometimes they give you some bad things in your body, like bruises or something. This is very bad. Actually, one time this has happened for me when I think in the 2nd grade. Actually, it was a teacher. I asked her to put me in front because I wear glasses, I can't see. She answered me very bad, and then she even she hit me, and she gave me a bruise in my face. And that time I feel very angry at the time, and actually I yelled at her and I offended her. Today, my parents come to the school and talk to the school manager, and I changed my classroom. So it made me feel very, very bad at the time and after. I still remember it, and I feel very worse than before. So that's what I think about those questions. And thank you.
Very good, thank you. Wow, I'm very sorry to hear that happened when you were younger. That's really too bad. Well, Z, would you like to answer one of these questions too?
Yes, thank you. I just want to practice my English a little bit. About question number 2. Actually, when I was in middle school, a boy from my elementary school who kind of had some romantic feelings for me, said that he would get somebody beat me. And I was really, actually I was not as scared, but my teacher, and my teacher got his letter, the letter he wrote to me, and she felt really bad about it. So she, actually I thought it was a joke, but my teacher just asked me to stay at her place until my father was out of work and pick me up. So it was really a bad experience, but nothing serious happened. I don't know, compared with others, I think I was really, really lucky. Not that much, just kind of lucky in my middle school, because it was kind of a mess. That's all. Thank you.
Oh, very, very good. Thanks. Ignacia, would you like to answer one of these questions too?
Good. Well, like everybody, when I was on the school and the children didn't want to play with me and with your friends, there was a lot of groups. If you don't participate in a group, they don't want to play with you and with your friends. No, you feel very bad for that reason.
Oh yes, it's a tough age, and then you have to worry about that sort of thing. Yes. Yeah, Carlos.
Well, in my case, regarding the second question, I've already shared with you my problem or my situation when I was a child. Just to add that the best advice that I received was to confront the situation. In this case, I confronted my neighborhood, and it was the solution for stop the problem. Thank you.
Very good. Great answers, everyone. Very, very good job today. Great. Well, here, let me unsync these slides for you. We have some time left in class, but I think we're all out of stuff to talk about. Before I let you go, do you have any questions for me? Is there anything I can help you with? No questions? Yeah, Z, what's up?
Thank you. I have a question. I mean, what's the vocabularies or words that we can use when we're talking about the bullying? I mean, anything. Because about the first slide, about the intro slide, actually, sorry, the warmer. I wanted to answer this question, so I just I couldn't think of any special or big words. So could you give me some examples? Thank you.
Oh, sure. Yeah, I think we've it was a little tough at first, but I think we had some very good words mentioned today. We can use when we talk about bullying. I think you know, the 4 on the vocabulary slide are good ones, but also some of the others we had all mentioned. Oh, of course, now that I can't think of it now off the top of my head. No, I think just teasing is a good one. We just say bullying even is a very good word for that. But yes, when you do say things like isolated or belittle, let's see, maybe you could say laugh at. Oh, I see what you've written there. Yes, teasing. Yes. Maybe intimidate, exclude. Embarrassed, I think was said. That's a good one. Let me write some of these down in the notepad for you. Embarrassed. Yeah, I always misspell embarrassed. 2 R's, 2 S's. You have to remember that. Yeah, I hope that helps. There's a lot of words we can use when we talk about this. Do we have any more questions for me before we go? All right. Well, it's been great talking with all of you. Really enjoyed having you here for class. I hope I can see you all again real soon. But for now, take care. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you very much, Teacher Brian, and thank you everybody. I have a great time, and we remember bad times from our childhood. So thank you very much. I have a good time.